I am so happy to see there is an article written about this. Tip inflation, because they're always asking for tips at the counter and you don't know how to say no, but you also don't know why you're tipping. Okay, so here's the problem. You are often being asked to tip, but you don't know why you're being asked to tip, because it's not like a customer service interaction that they did something for you. But then here at the bottom, you end up leaving tips anyway, partially to avoid the awkwardness and the guilt of saying no in front of a customer service worker. The guilt is so enormous. Tipping is supposed to be a reward for excellent service, but studies have shown that the vast majority of people are motivated by social pressure. They don't want to deviate from a long established norm. People are watching and possibly judging them, so they tip because of that. Okay, so there are so many things at play here. One is actually like, okay, you go up to the cafe counter or whatever, you've just ordered a pastry that they've taken from the counter, from the cabinet, right? You're in the line, you cannot figure out how to not tip or how to tip a smaller amount than the ones that they have there. On some interfaces, custom and no tip buttons are smaller and are harder to find than the suggested amount. Having to make a tip choice in order to complete an order forces the customer to opt out of a process that used to be opt-in. So I will, at these little machines, will just find myself pressing 25% on this $3 coffee because I couldn't figure out where the customize button is. And you feel bad customizing. Even more, if there's a line behind the customer, they might feel pressure to move as quickly as possible. No one wants to be the 21st century equivalent of that person who holds up the line to write a check. Some people will be so flustered they might end up hitting the most prominent button, not because they want to, but because they can't find the option they're looking for. It feels like they've been forced. Yes. I'm so glad we're discussing this.